cocaine, man, I'm cocaine.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Liveni Book Buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Please stick around for this lovely book review, Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi. I'm happy to say that this book, Homegoing, does have a happy ending. So this book was released in 2016, I believe, and has done pretty well. This was, or is, a debut novel by the author, and I quite enjoyed it. And let me tell you what I think about the book. So I'm going to try and cover as much as I can without confusing myself and you. So the book is essentially a historical fiction about slavery, and the way that she covers it starts in the 1700s and right up until I think the new millennium, and it mainly takes place, well, it does take place in Ghana and in America. So she covers generations of the slave trade and just very important moments in history. So the way that she does this is through characters. So she starts with Ife right up until Marcus, who is in America. So essentially the whole plot of the story is that there are two half sisters who get separated. One gets married to a slave master, and then the other one gets sent off to, you know, America. And so we follow the history of these half sisters. The time that she tries to capture in the storytelling and just the book itself and the narrative is quite you know, a huge chunk, and I think she did the best that she could, given that she covers so much. But I think each character kind of has an important role. H's chapter, which is right in the middle of the book, I think that for me was pretty special. And Homegoing covers lots and lots of themes that run through the novel, some of which stick throughout, which is the violence, and some just kind of happen in a moment in time, in a moment in history with certain characters and in certain spaces. So some things happen just in Ghana and some things just happen just in America because of the context in which these characters exist. I like the way that she portrayed violence, because I think she was very cautious not to re-traumatize her readers, which I think is really important when you're trying to tell a narrative. She spoke about sexuality a little bit, and I like the fact that she challenges and she breaks the narrative that black men never liked black men, you know, which is sort of like the idea now that, oh no, gay black men never existed, you know, that's such a Western thing, you know, that's like poison from the West, which I mean, really? So I think I love the fact that she was bold in that choice, bringing that, you know, that into light. She spoke about drugs in America. She spoke about the imprisonment and just sort of like how that came about. And each story of each character was about 20 to 30 pages. So it was decent. Well, she is into metaphors a lot, and she's kind of cheesy, but I think that's kind of like her style. Like, and I think I appreciate her for being cheesy. Like, if people want to call her cheesy, fine, whatever. I like the metaphors that she had. So there's a necklace that these twin sisters have in the beginning, and when they're being separated and through the generations, they keep holding on to these necklaces, and eventually one necklace goes missing, and then the other one is right up until the end. And I think, and basically that's how these this family, I guess, all these tribes, or the whole story basically comes together at the end. And I must tell you, it's exciting. It's nice. It's a happy ending. Oh my gosh. So there's that. And then there's also the lovely metaphor between water and fire, which I quite find interesting and really, really touching. So the last two characters are in America, and they fear these things. One fears water, one fears fire, and I mean, there's obviously deeper meaning to why they fear these things, and they don't even know it to a certain degree. I really, really felt deeply connected to the way that she carried her metaphors, because it was so, so strong. I'm very excited to know what kind of book she's going to have next. I would definitely read her next novel or her next book, or anything by Yaa Gyasi. I am excited to see. And I would rate this book a total of 3.5 stars. Before I go, I want to mention the fact that this book is really going to be the reason why I visit Ghana. Like, I really want to go to the castle and see that place. I know I have a smile, but it's not really something to smile about. But there's something that kind of sparked my curiosity about spaces in Africa, and I would love to visit that castle and Ghana as a whole too. No, guys, the question of the day is, how do you feel about historical novels? And have you read this book? Would you read this book now that you know a little bit more about it? I'm excited to know what you guys think. Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment, because it's always the right thing to do. Bye.